Have you ever felt like your cat is slowly becoming distant, even though you're doing everything you can to take care of it? What if I told you it's not random? It's not because your cat doesn't like you anymore. It's because of small things. Things most cat owners do every single day without even realizing it. And once you understand these mistakes, you start seeing your cat in a completely different way. Because your cat isn't being difficult, it's reacting. Reacting to you. One of the most common mistakes is forcing interaction. At first, it feels harmless. You see your cat, you want to pet it, pick it up, show affection, but your cat doesn't always want that. And the moment they try to move away, that's not rejection. That's communication. But most people ignore it. They pull the cat back, hold it a little longer, try again, and slowly your cat learns something. That being close to you doesn't always feel safe. So instead of coming to you freely, they start keeping distance. Not because they don't love you, but because they don't feel in control. Another thing most people completely misunderstand is eye contact. To you, looking at your cat feels normal, but to your cat, a long, direct stare can feel intense, even threatening. That's why cats don't stare at each other casually. They blink slowly. They look away. It's their way of saying, I trust you. So when you stare at your cat for too long, you might actually be making them uncomfortable. But when you slow blink instead, something changes. Your cat relaxes, because now you're speaking their language. And honestly, if you're starting to see your cat differently already, take a moment to like the video, because most people never realize how sensitive cats really are. Then there's something even deeper: routine. Cats don't just like routine, they depend on it. They feel safe when things happen the same way, at the same time, in the same place. But most people change things without thinking. Feeding times shift, furniture moves, daily patterns break. To you, it's nothing. But to your cat, it feels like their world is becoming unpredictable. And unpredictability creates stress. Not loud, obvious stress, but quiet stress. The kind that slowly changes their behavior over time. Another mistake that feels natural, but damages trust, is punishment. If your cat scratches something, jumps somewhere it shouldn't, or does something wrong, your reaction feels justified. But your cat doesn't understand punishment the way you do. They don't connect it with their action. They connect it with you. So instead of learning what not to do, they learn something else: that you are unpredictable. And once your cat starts feeling unsure about you, they don't show it dramatically. They just become quieter, more distant. Then there's something that feels like love, but can slowly create problems. Giving too many treats. It feels harmless. Your cat gets excited, you feel happy, it feels like bonding. But over time, your cat starts expecting that excitement. Regular food becomes less interesting, less rewarding, and sometimes they even stop eating it. Not because they're being picky, but because their expectations have changed. And then there are the small changes, the ones most people miss. Cats don't complain loudly. They don't show obvious signs. Instead, they change quietly. They hide a little more. They eat a little less. They stop coming as often. And most people don't notice until it becomes serious. But your cat was communicating the whole time, just in a quieter language. And finally, the biggest misunderstanding of all: thinking your cat doesn't care. Cats don't show affection the way you expect. They're not loud about it. They don't always come running. They don't always demand attention. But that doesn't mean there's no connection. When your cat sits near you without asking for anything, when they quietly follow you from room to room, when they choose to stay in your space, that's not random. That's trust. That's comfort. That's your cat choosing you in their own way. And once you understand that, you stop expecting loud affection and start noticing the quiet kind, the real kind. Because your cat was never distant. They were just speaking a different language. And the moment you start understanding it, everything changes.